good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Northside Square. Today is July the 10th, another sunny Wednesday. You'll notice we're on the outside in the front of the school, which is going to be home to the new plaza, the grand opening. The first thing that people will actually see here on site as they enter or as you approach the new Northside Square from Valentine Avenue. So I'm joined here by Jason Irby, our site supervisor with Grinder Taper Grinder, and of course I'm Quincy Jones, project manager responsible for Northside Square on behalf of the Works Inc. And so welcome back. And so Jason, today we're going to talk about this massive excavation process that we see taking place here. Jason, what's going on here with all this move of dirt, so to speak?
So to start off, we had to come in and do site demolition, remove all the concrete, the shrubbery, the planters, sidewalks, stumps from the trees that were removed for the urban wood development that the Works has. So we'll get that out of the way, get all the grass grubbed off down to the topsoil, to where the topsoil and any remaining dirt can be relocated to the other areas of the site for site improvements. But like you said, we're fixing to remove this entire berm of dirt here all the way down to the true first floor opening in lieu of where it entered in the second floor. So we've got tons and tons of dirt that has to be moved and cut from here. And it's roughly a 7-foot cut that'll start at 0 and go to 7.5 foot at the other end to allow for drainage, the new drop-off entry, the new plaza, and then it'll come across here, tie into the new sidewalks and the new entry that takes you into the main parking lot.
Great. And so for alumni of Northside High School or people who have lived in Klondike or know the Klondike community, you'll remember that as you walked into Northside High School from Valentine, from the main entrance, if you will, you had to either go up or down. So you couldn't walk directly into the building. Well, with the redevelopment of Northside Square, what this excavation process that we've been discussing with you this morning is going to make true is that you'll actually be able to walk into the building, into the new Northside Square from ground level from Valentine Avenue. You'll be walking straight in without having to go up or down stairs. You'll be able to make that decision via elevators and some other elements as you enter the actual building. And so, Jason, this massive excavation process, this massive removal of dirt, how long is it going to take?
We're figuring we've got about 7.5 weeks of dirt work here. Once we get all the final approved from the city to where we can make our curb cuts, everything inside, of course, we can go on and get started on. But in order to complete this whole process, we need 2 final things from the city that are in the works. And as fast as we get them, I'd say 7 to 8 weeks, we should have this ready to start doing site concrete.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you'll see some new concrete coming in, new look, if you will. We indicated on our last update a week ago that we have more of the windows coming in. A lot of the windows will be coming in eventually on this south side, on the front end of the building. So we're going to share some of those shots with you, along with some of this excavation process and this removal of dirt. Now, Jason, a lot of people have been asking, so the weeds are going to go. The weeds are going to get removed.
Yes.
All right. So everybody's been asking, all of the weeds will be gone. It's still an active construction site, so that's going to disappear. He indicated earlier that you'll see the concrete come in, the concrete slab. It's going to be beautiful. But Jason, last thing I want to touch on is the signage, which is a huge part of the memorabilia, obviously, for Northside High School. What's going to happen with our signs here?
So the big orange one goes away.
Yep.
But the big concrete monument gets relocated into the plaza, virtually in the same location, but we're going to pull it out, put in a whole new concrete base, all new planters for the flowers, and then set that big concrete monument sign back in place on a new footing system.
Beautiful, beautiful. So the concrete monument sign stays. And so you'll see, we've re-indicated time and time again that there are going to be various elements of Northside High School that'll still be a part of the new Northside Square. And so continue to send us your comments. I know I got a lot of people I got to get back to on some questions, and I know I've been getting some emails and some phone calls. Responses are coming, but keep sending them. Keep tuning in. Stay tuned in to Northside Square. Monument sign stays. Excavation process is happening over the next 7-8 weeks. See you next week on Northside Square. Thank you.